Alfa Romeo is building its first factory in the United States, producing cars here on American soil for the first time in 113 years. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Yes, Alfa Romeo could open its first plant here in the United States in the future, a first in over a century of history. Now, from the merger between Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, or FCA, and Peugeot Group, PSA, a new mobility giant was born, called Stellantis. Now, inaugurated in 2021, the young reality was immediately able to command general attention with the captivating productions and fascinating plants inherent to its numerous brands. Now, among those expected to see a strong relaunch, Alfa Romeo stands out, which came from rather modest years. The sales numbers were not very exciting, obviously, and especially outside of the national borders, but now, covered by a giant of this size, it has the concrete possibility of relaunching itself. So a first important result was recorded with the Tonale, presented last year over in Europe and immediately capable of establishing itself on a global level. Now, the first electrified SUV of the car manufacturer has proved to be a successful experiment in line with the needs of the market that is increasingly attentive to emissions and consumptions, let alone crossovers in SUVs, so much so that Ferrari has one themselves. Now, the favorable response given by the press and the commercial data obtained demonstrate that the upper levels have made the right decision, but now it will be interesting to find out what will land on the market. Now, in various interviews granted to the media, the upper levels admitted that they have a new entry in store for every year until the end of the decade. The number one of the brand, Gianfilippo Imperato, has admitted on several occasions from the start where the CEO has kept an open and objective approach. Although, like any of his other colleagues, he can't reveal anything right away. The top manager is allergic to catchphrases and rhetoric, though. Interviewed by Auto Week, he has recently admitted that he is evaluating the production of BEVs in the future, also overseas in the United States. Now, the plan in store is interesting for two reasons. Firstly, zero emissions cars will be the soul of the commercial offer in the future and on par with competing brands. Consequently, the idea of landing here in the States certifies the importance of the territory in the internal strategies. The second aspect, on the other hand, concerns a curious historical fact. In the course of its 113 years of luminous history, the Milanese reality has never established a plant here in America. If the taboo were broken, it would be very good news for obviously our local economy here, with the opening of hundreds if not thousands of jobs, and in the opinion of Imperato, broadening the horizons would make it possible to consolidate the image of Alfa Romeo as a global player. Also, keep in mind the dealer network for Alfa Romeo USA could be much better. You guys have said this yourselves. Along with the possible factory here in the United States comes more dealerships, more jobs, better dealer network, and more Alfas on the road. Now, speaking of a hypothetical launch of a representative of the E segment, the senior executive responded by budgeting greater investments here in the United States. The numbers in this category of models followed by China. Therefore, if they have in mind to play a role as an absolute protagonist in the international scene, they're going to need to move a little everywhere without taking anything away from current Casino and Pomigliano d'Arco plants. Now, their total capacity is insufficient. Hence the temptation to put down roots in the States as well, along the lines of what BMW did with the X5. The aim is to compete on equal terms with the absolute giants of the four-wheeler supply chain. But a lot of this is hypothetically immature. Further discussions will have to be held first, including with Carlos Tavares, the number one of Stellantis. So where the scenario goes, though, a structure will not be built from scratch, but one already owned and will be converted. Now, this is suggested by Larry Dominique, Senior Vice President of Alfa Romeo, who seems to be oriented towards Belvedere, and that is in the state of Illinois, whose activity recently has been interrupted. On the other hand, with regard of the type of bodywork of the electrified cars, Imperato left to assume that, unlike the general trend, the focus will be on sedans rather than SUVs. We'll have to wait and see, but how major is this news if Alfa Romeo can get a factory here in the United States and finally set their roots down here in the old US of A? Drop those comments down below. What do you guys think about this news? Will it be great for Alfa Romeo? Will it be great for the brand overall, the dealer network, getting more cars on the road, parts, service, logistics, everything above? Drop those comments down below. What do you guys think about this move? And with that said, if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Giving the video a like will help get it up in the rankings. More people can see it, and we'll have a bigger discussion on Alfa Romeo possibly building a factory here in the United States for the first time in 113 years. Now, with that said, if you guys want to help further support your channel, always check the links down in the description below. We have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, my Cash App, my Venmo, and my Patreon, just in case you guys want to donate an extra $1 or $2 to the channel. Appreciate that love, guys. Thank you so much. You guys can also check out the Ron's Rise merch and social media links down in the description below. Now, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And with that said, you guys be blessed, have a great day, and we will talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rise video. Peace.